I am a clock whore. I live by the minute, by the second. My Google Calendar is so full of stuff that needs to be accomplished, and I've got to play it out like it was planned out. I am a time whore. And what makes me bad to hang around with is the fact that I expect other people to be the same. When they walk in late, my heart sinks. When they come back from a break at work and they're about 7 or 8 minutes late, makes my heart sink. When they spend too much time in the bathroom, oh my God. I'm a time whore. I have to be on time. And please, whatever you do, don't switch things up. That drove me crazy in my terrestrial radio days, especially as a production director, where the advertiser could come in anytime they wanted to. Didn't matter what I was doing or what I planned out. The upper decision makers would always say, dude, expect change. Deal with it, because it doesn't make the rest of us feel good when you can't deal with it. I'm a time whore. I really am. Hey, it's Arrow. This is the Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer, the wolf. I stand over here, the silent wolf, and I watch. I listen. I learn by other people's actions and reactions. And I learned how to do that in martial arts. When my Sabadim said, come here. I want you to stand on the edge of the mat. That's your thing today. Stand right here on the edge of the mat. And I want you to do nothing but observe the students. Observe them. Because their mistakes are probably your mistakes. And that's how you become aware of where you're going to step next. This is the Daily Mess. Taking your eye off the clock, does that give you permission to walk into work late? I'm not thinking that's true. Latecomers are weakening the system of flow. It chips away at morale. Within a matter of days or weeks, a one-time strong workforce can be in a place of less effectiveness. When employees aren't held to the highest level of accountability, the quality of workplace collaboration suffers. Latecomers increase the workload for others. Stress levels rise due to the sense of unfairness. So many business leaders ignore those who are guilty of this late crime, when in fact, they should be speaking with the rule breaker about their concerns, to work with them in showing a better way to solve the issue. Be open and honest with how it affects the other employees. In the cases I've experienced, the guilty party shows absolutely no reaction or concern while continuing to disrespect coworkers. Therefore, our lives have had to evolve around his bad habits, decreasing our love for the company even more. Now, I'm going to say right now that I have been guilty of a certain thing at this place of business, the essential job, and that is my moodiness. Now, no, I'm not a jerk. No, I'm not that at all. It's getting into a mental state of being there that is very difficult to do. When I walk into the studio, I don't walk in here unless I've had a cup of coffee. So I have to come in here energized to share the journey. But when I walk into the essential job, they're already moving at 175 miles per hour, and I'm only putting around at about 35 miles per hour. So I have sat with my decision makers, and I've said, you've got to give me enough space to where I can catch up to where you guys are. I'll put things back. That's what I'll do. When I first arrive, I'll put things back. But I don't need to be here at 1 o'clock in the afternoon after I've been in the podcast studio all the way up until 12 noon. That only gives me 1 hour of transition time. And I'm not becoming your employee, but I can be a better and greater employee if you just give me some space and time. Having the courage to do that, that's what I want you to put your focus on. To be able to sit down with your decision makers. Don't look at them as being these evil overlords. They're just one of us. They just put their pants on differently than probably what you do. Or they've got the shirt on and they've got the label that says manager. Who cares? They're still human beings, and they too are going through some tough times. Have a conversation. If you've got somebody that's coming into work late, or you're that person, you've got to understand it does affect productivity, and it does interfere with the morale of those that are already there moving at 175 miles per hour. It starts with a conversation. Bring it up. Let it sit there for a little bit. You don't have to have an instant answer. Work it out. That, to me, is what's missing from today's businesses and why so many people are quitting and going to other businesses where they think it's going to be great, and it's the same old crap. Because they're not changing. They want people to change around them. The conversation, let it start with you. I'm Arrow, and that's the Daily Mess.